Let's understand guilt. Guilt is one of those emotions that, as human beings, we all experience at some point in our lives. Where does guilt come from? Why do we usually experience guilt? Well, guilt comes from feeling sorry or, well, usually feeling sorry about something you have done or have not done, right? Or something you've said or have not said. It's the regret. Guilt is about feeling bad. And having worked with addicts in recovery, it seems to be what I concluded many years ago was that guilt was the underlying emotion that really motivated, for lack of a better word, all addiction, right? It was the guilt of not being enough. It was the guilt of not doing enough. It was the guilt of then doing the drugs or alcohol. The guilt of, whatever it was. That a lot of times, drove a lot of people into addiction. But you don't necessarily have to be an addict, to understand and appreciate what guilt is about. Um, but I think more importantly, what purpose does guilt serve, right? Guilt to me is a very useless emotion. Hear me out. Guilt is a very useless emotion. To me, guilt is also a very selfish emotion because what happens is guilt to me is like having cinder blocks, those big old cement cinder blocks on your feet. And what guilt does, it prevents you from taking action and doing something different with your life. And so when you're feeling guilty, you're feeling, in essence, sorry for yourself, which, again, you think you're beating yourself up, but if you really step back and look at it, it's useless to feel guilty, right? What purpose does guilt serve? Okay, to me, nothing. There are other emotions that are much more beneficial in terms of, learn from it, right? So if you do feel guilty for anything, take action to resolve the guilt. Don't just get stuck in the guilt. I think guilt is a good start for like a millisecond, but then that's it. Don't sit in guilt and don't perpetuate the guilt. Move past the guilt. So do what you need to do to make amends. Do what you need to do to, move forward, whether it's apologizing, whether it's doing something different. And at the end of the day, sometimes depends on the life situation. You might not have the opportunity to apologize or make amends for whatever reason. Well, in that case, forgive yourself because, you're only human and it's okay. God forgives everything and everyone. So why not forgive yourself? Most times we are much gentler and much kinder and much more generous with others than we are to ourselves. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. I think charity begins at home. We need to start treating ourselves the way we would treat our best friend, right? Our most precious loved ones. But do we really do that? A lot of times we don't. We hold ourselves to a really unreasonable standard. I'm okay with higher standard, but an unreasonable standard. And so, extend yourself the same empathy, the same compassion that you would to your best friend or to your loved ones, and start there. And at the end of the day, again, everything that happens in your life is happening for you. So learn from it, learn the lesson and move on. Be grateful and always be mindful of your intention. And if you strive and live from a place of, gratitude, being aware of your intention and living with awareness, life is going to be beautiful. Does that mean it'll be perfect and happy all the time? No, but that's boring anyways. Why would you want happy all the time? You know, it's okay to have a little bit of pain because pain makes you appreciate the positivity and the goodness in your life. But again, pain is here to serve you to learn the lessons. So learn the lessons and move on. Anyways, hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday afternoon. Love and light. Take care. Bye.